Hello everybody, what is going on? My name is Sam, or the PyroNinja, and we are here today to play What Remains of Edith Finch. Now, I know nothing about this game, but I do know that it is relatively short, so hopefully we'll be able to beat the entire thing in one session. So, I guess, yeah, the first thing we need to do to get started is just, hit a new game. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's start experiencing this game. I wasn't that far when I paused it, but yeah, I just want to get that. So yeah, what remains of Edith Finch? I think we're like going through her entire family tree. I think that's the setup. Oh. We have a broken arm.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay, so I guess this is going to be a very narrative. I don't like the fact that there's a fence there.
Someone
Ooh.
had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
Oh.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Interesting. So we approach things, and like the narrative will explain what's going on. Fascinating. Wow, that does not look like OSHA regulations.
11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Oh, there's zoom button. Zoom. The mailbox. Okay.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Yeah, that doesn't seem safe.
Lewis's funeral.
Oh. Okay. Okay, we can't walk off the edge. That is confirmed.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
I'm assuming the front door?
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
So we got that path and this path. You know what? I want to explore this path first. Or we could go the other path. Oh, God. I have to say, really loving the look. Reminds me of Oregon. Just this beautiful, like, foresty environment. Reminds me a lot of Oregon. Come on. We're not allowed down there. Okay, fair enough.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Huh.
The woods around
Fascinating.
the house have always been uncomfortably silent,
I'd
as
say.
if they're about to say something but never do.
I guess fair enough. I just think of like this forest is beautiful. Another missing poster. So we're now at the Finch's house. A bit of a basketball
the house
hoop.
was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Ah! Yeah, I can see that. God. Is it weird to say, like, I don't know, this house design is almost familiar. Is that weird? I don't know, like everything about this area, it just kind of feels homey. Reminds me of one of the abandoned houses by where I grew up. I used to know the family that lived there, and then they moved out. A lot of homeless people moved, like, hung out there apparently. But yeah, it just gives me the same kind of
The key
vibe.
might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Unfortunate.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Okay. Interesting, yeah. So I guess we can try to go. Can we break in the garage? Okay, we can't. It won't allow us to break in through the garage. Fair enough. Side door. Bit of a hole. Oh, that's
The house
cool.
felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
Orca's Island. Okay, so this place is on an island. Wow, she's
The
scrawny.
doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
But still, you're able to...
And turned off the night we left.
Interesting. Okay. Little refrigerator. A tool shed. Can I just say, like, already in here, this game, I'm really liking where this is going. Like, it just, I think just the entire aesthetic is so homey to me that it's like, yo, I can...
For the first time in years,
It feels just like, I don't know. Feels like I've always been here. January of 2010.
I felt like I was home.
I think after reading, like, or looking at the family tree, so she was born in 99. So I am a year older than Edith. So maybe that's why it's homey.
Family, there were just memories of one.
It feels like, yeah, the water filter.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Salmon. This is the Pacific Northwest. I think it is. I'm trying to see if there's anything... Because, like, the salmon industry is really big in, like, the Pacific Northwest. Specifically, like, Alaska area. This might be, like...
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Oh, that's a bad omen.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Ah, like a disease bomb. Orcas. This might be like...
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Huh. Oh, look at that TV. Beautiful house, though. I would like to live in a place like this. I mean, a bit big, but yeah.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
I see Bigfoot in there. Again, a bad omen, but we take those. Barbara Finch. Looks like they're like trying to film Bigfoot. We're not gonna go down that hall. That hole spooks me.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Oh, we can peer through the...
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Huh. Oh, okay then. Fair enough. I guess we should go down. Oh, this is the salmon kitchen. Fair enough. Let's see.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Fair enough. Okay, let's start working our way upstairs then.
After
I guess,
Mom
yeah.
disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Okay, so that's what these peepholes are for, so we can all look in.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Edie and Sven Hofstad Finch. Oh, they're like finches. Oh, that's cute. Calvin and Sam.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oh. Huh. Oh, yeah. Calvin died at 11. Oof. That's unfortunate. Gregory. That's very unfortunate. 1 year.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Interesting. I do find it fascinating that like some of these photos are just like actual photos, not like drawings. It really like adds to kind of the atmosphere of it. We'll follow that cable later. Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Ooh. That star.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Fucking Barbara. My friend Bigfoot. Barbara Finch. Interesting. I wonder if we'll see Bigfoot. We're gonna wait a bit before going in that room. Oh, that's a mask. I was like, what the fuck? Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Yeah, fair. Down in 1947 makes it a bit difficult. Let's see. So this just shows the family tree. I wonder if this like will grow. I don't know.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
I have to say, love the aesthetic. Whole ocean vibe. Submarine. That's a train. Okay. Okay.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
20,000 legs. Legend. Leagues under the sea.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Interesting.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Yeah, let's go through.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Fascinating.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Interesting.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Well, that's a bad omen. Oh, all the animal masks. Oh, a little ant farm. I always wanted to do ant farms, but the ants around my place were always too small.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That is adorable. Oh, that is cute. I like that. Unfortunately, the gerbil is like hardcore dead now. Looks like almost like marine biology. Oh.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone.
Huh. Please don't eat the goldfish. I thought about
Eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh. Good. Nice choice. Good for you. Okay. I guess we should go through this door now. The bathroom.
I kept eating and eating.
Huh. That doesn't seem safe.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Did she poison herself? Maybe
Then
she...
I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
What? What?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
What the hell? We a cat now. Apparently.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Hmm. Oh. Okay, so I guess it's just we gotta keep on chasing the bird.
And I almost got her.
Come on. Boop.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
I'm still trying to decide.
And suddenly, I was an owl.
What?
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Okay. I'm trying to decide if this is like imagination. Or if this is like... If this is imagination or if this is like actually
I
happening.
imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
Okay, it says
Swallowed
imagined.
one, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Oh. Oh. Okay. God, this kid is brutal.
A mama rabbit.
Oh, there we go.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
I don't...
Suddenly, I was a shark.
What the fuck? What? What the fuck? Ah, yes. We become a shark. What?
I rolled up
What?
into the ocean. I was hungry forever.
Oh my god. What is happening? Okay, there's how we control. And then we got a seal.
Juicy seals.
Come here.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
I am sorry, Minty. This is a bit unfortunate. But, you know how it be. I is shark. I is hunter. Okay, the seal... Oh, there's the seal. We found it.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
When the Fire Nation attacked. What am... Wait, what? What the fuck? Am I a kraken? What's... Are we a kraken? Or like an octopus, a giant squid? I is confused. Is this what we're supposed to be grabbing? What is happening? Godot, impeccable time as fucking always. Also granted, the person narrating this story is like 7, so don't. I really don't know what the fuck is going on, but I am having a time. Okay. If we go this way. Okay, we can't go that way. What is going on? Also, how are you, Godot? Okay, can we curl around this? Yeah. Huh. Well, that didn't go according to plan. Okay, maybe we're just supposed to, like, follow it this way. There was a bird this way. You know, I'm doing good. Little confused on what the goal of this section is. Because we were just told that, like, everything changed. There was a bird up there. There is no longer a bird. Should I just bring my tentacle back? No. Okay, so, Oh. Seattle, Washington. So I guess this is like Pacific North.
Yeah, I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh, this is unfortunate. So we use the tentacle to pull ourselves forward, and then we gonna kill some people. Fair enough.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Ah. Huh.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
God bless. Also, how is the volume? Can you hear the narrator well enough? Want to make sure the audio is good. Yeah, with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor. Huh.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Okay. Sure, I'll... Here. Let me turn it up a little. Like 21. Yeah, let's go with that.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
I feel like we're just gonna eat Molly, the narrator. Like, it's just gonna be like fucking cannibalism or some shit. We are! This is the fucking bathroom we were in. We definitely, like, OD'd on something. Like, hardcore. I'ma be honest.
Closer and closer.
Yeah, we're in our own room. What the fuck?
all my stomach started growling.
All my stomachs?
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
What the fuck? Molly, you freaky. Okay.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay, so now we know what Molly looks like. Did y'all hear that cat?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Oh. Okay, then. There's one other area I want to look into before. Okay, never mind. We can't. Yeah, okay. Ugh. Okay, so this is Molly's parents' room. Yeah. I mean, you didn't miss much, but like, cause the first stuff is just introduction. You came in at the first
I spent
story.
a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Okay.
Her room was like a museum.
Okay.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous.
Yeah, I'm just
for
gonna
their
be
fortune
experiencing this entire thing,
and
so yeah, come back
misfortune.
whenever you get free. For 500 years, the Finches have famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Ingeborg and Johan and Odin. Definitely Norwegian.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Huh.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
So this is taking place in like an island off of Washington. So we're still in the Pacific Northwest area. So it's basically Oregon, which is what all the like flora and fauna reminded me of.
Baby Molly step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new
Okay,
Finch
see ya
house.
then. Oh, we should probably back up. There we go. Interesting.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Okay. So that's the way to get to... That's the door to Sven and Edie's. Okay.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Interesting. Wood paintings. Huh. Oh. Very, pink. Huh.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Okay, at least
It was
they
a pretty big trace.
as long as you acknowledge it, yeah. Oh, that mirror does not work. Fair enough. Oh yeah, that's what they meant by seal up the doors. Fair enough.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Okay.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Oh yeah, I guess she is Edith Jr.
One summer, they evacuated
Edie.
the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Because of a little forest fire. God, fair enough. I'm assuming we're going to be finding a book and experiencing how Edith Sr. passed away. Or I guess not even passed away, just kind of like the story behind them. What else is there to... The toolbox. His workshop. Okay. Mount Rainier. Oh, there we go. Found what we were missing.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh. Fascinating. Oh, that is a really... I want a pop-up book like that. So this
Ben
is...
gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
a photo development room. Interesting. Okay. Let's just crawl down. Huh. Fort Calvin. So Calvin and Sam. The astronaut and the soldier.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Huh.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Grandpa Sam. Huh.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Huh.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Yeah, when you see he's on a swing set with a broken
Calvin
leg.
wanted to fly.
Ooh, I don't. I.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him
Motion
going
sickness.
around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh no.
Maybe
I really don't like where this is going.
And maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Oh. Fuck.
I think he'd already made up his mind. that I want to remember about my brother. The day he
Oh.
was trying to fly. And he did.
Oh.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oof.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Now I guess we can get Sam's story. I guess there isn't really an above part in Sam's.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Huh. Oh. I love these little puzzles. These puzzles are just really fascinatingly made. Like, I would have loved to see a house designed like this. I'm wondering if we're gonna get Sam's story. I guess we'll kind of just travel around, see what happens.
The passages were a pretty tight fit.
Because we got Calvin's
They'd
from the...
obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Barbara.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Okay, this allows for backtracking. Fair enough. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure we are able to go back. God, that's such of its time. Like every movie poster like that.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Huh. Happy birthday, Barbara. Oh, those are just cigs.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
That is most definitely... Old Jack!
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Yo, this low-key fucking...
As a child star, Barbara was
Oh my
famous
God.
for her scream. Now at
How?
16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
Oh my...
Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
God bless.
Better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
That was a great scream.
It
God.
was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
God damn.
Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I
Rick
tried-
is a
A gang of
dick.
hoodlums and Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right. Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your
Rick
basement
is a
door locked?
dick. Like,
Because my dad
yo.
likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The
Oh, there we
secret
go.
is to keep winding and winding.
Oh,
until
we unlocked the
finally
secret.
key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be
Thanks,
back in a
babe. Thanks, babe.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him. Right on cue.
Right on cue.
She reached for the music
Music
box.
box.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
What the?
She found Rick's crutch
I
and
should
imagined
imagine
the
the
worst.
worst. And imagine the worst. This fucking Jack guy most definitely is just Professor Jacko. I can't believe my OC made it into the game.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Okay.
Oh dear!
Oh dear. Rick, you're a dick.
Rick?
Dude,
Barb,
Rick
relax.
sucks.
I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later,
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
God, what's going on? I'm just vibing to this right now. It's like, yo. I do love the comic book aesthetic though. Like the fact that everything's just the fact that it's all like comic book and cell shaded. I really love that look. It looks really nice.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Huh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Saw the hook man and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
What?
And his name was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Not. She played her part beautifully.
Oh. So we're in Molly's room now.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Oh.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
We about to kill a bitch. I'm down. Let's kill a bitch. God, this is such like a B-grade horror movie theme. Oh fuck, the body's gone. That's
Man had vanished. She
And this is still like just a comic book, so all this is bullshit, right?
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What?
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh fuck.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
What?
She saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed
That's
it
so
all
fucking
on
bad.
Rick.
I love
He
it.
disappeared the same night.
Huh.
And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh!
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
God fucking damn. God fucking damn it.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Really? We're gonna say that was a happy ending? Okay. Fair enough. I guess we can work our way back now. We still need to figure.
Now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Oh, that's a way to get back into the room. I still need to find Sam's story. Maybe Sam's story is in the film development room. This was Sam's, right? So we can backtrack through most of the game. Okay, what stories do we have? Calvin, Molly, Barbara, Odin. So we have all those stories. I'm surprised that we don't have Sam's. It feels like Sam's, like we should have hit it already.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Huh. Yeah. But also the narrator of that story was most definitely like the exact same as Professor Jacko. One of my favorite characters to do. Why, hello there. My name is Professor Jacko. Oh, how fascinating. Truly remarkable. I guess you could call it an eerie tale. Like, it's most definitely just the exact same voice. And the fact that this game just has the Jacko as well.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
That's... I don't know, I find that really funny. That the voice that I've been doing since, what? God. 2015? 2016? is also used in this game. And it's like, oh, how remarkable. I have to say, the weirdest thing about this, so a lot of it's just mouse movement. To do this one, it's not like you go left or right. You actually do circles with your mouse, which is really fascinating. Like, I did not think it would be like that. Okay. A pool table. Nice, nice, of course, of course. Got your murder tubs, your washer dryer. So this is Fenn's
Mom's
workshop.
basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. So we're going to learn the story of Sven. I had a coworker named Sven. That's where that story ends.
I saw Edith sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Did y'all hear that?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh. Well, it appears we have found a bunker.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Interesting.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Alvinos. Pea soup. Yeah.
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
So it's just a bunch of like bunker
I
storage.
think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
So this is where Walter lived. Walter lived a fucking long time.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
So it's just gonna be every day we eat peaches.
Even a monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal.
Oh.
Almost friendly.
Huh. I have to say, the beat is funky.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
Wait.
Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Oh. So he lived here even after, I think, everyone left. I don't know when this takes place. He died in 2005. So actually, no, I think he died maybe the year they all left.
I know it's out there somewhere.
I love the voice actor. He has a very smooth
Whatever killed
voice.
Barbara
Whatever killed Barbara. Yeah.
and Molly
And
and Calvin.
and Wait, are they all
Maybe
connected?
This was all a mistake.
Wait.
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
Wait.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of
Were
it,
they killed by the same
especially
thing?
the food.
30 years on Peaches.
Or a month.
Immediately dies.
I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh! So he did just like straight up get hit by a train.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm
Fascinating.
sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Oh, this actually hurts. It's so ingenious having like a landscape and like some plants growing. But that also just looks so sad. Old man Walter lives in the basement. We thought he was dead for 7 years. He's been living here for 30.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Yeah, I don't think I could spend 30 years consuming
But if
peaches.
she never told me about an uncle under the house.
Oh, so that's the mole man. Walter's the mole man. Walter is
I can only imagine
the
what else
mole
she's
man. It all makes sense
I
now.
don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Okay, so there is the brick exit that Walter
Bury
took.
something that's still alive.
So now we get to the train.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2,
Or maybe
I
2?
thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
Wait, what's that maybe 2 in there?
Everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
They might be
Maybe
just
we believed
stories.
so much in a family curse. We made it real.
Oh! Yeah. Wait, what's that? Huh. There's a red blinking out there.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Mood.
It would be better if all this just died with me.
No, because then we don't get to experience this. So it looks like we are
But I
heading to
thought
the
you
beach.
should know about your family.
Wait. Wait, is she pregnant? Is she having baby? Is that what's
And the
going on?
history you're a part of.
Is she having baby? Fuck. Oh, Cause that's like,
To be
that's,
honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
cause it's like, yo,
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
huh. Cause she said like maybe 2, so it might mean like that she's having a kid, and like this is something for the kid to read to see what remains of Edith Finch. So this was the dragon roller coaster that killed Sven. Fascinating. Okay, let's start working our way up. We have a lot more family members. We got Gus and Gregory. We've heard about Gregory. Never heard about Gus or Dawn. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more stories out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've gone through 5 so far. Fair enough. And we're only an hour in. I'm really liking this. I find it really fascinating. Sorry if I'm not like talking as much, but like when the story parts are happening, I just really want to experience a lot of this and kind of
Had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
I just find a lot of it fascinating. I just kind of getting to be able to experience the world.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Oh.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
I mean, a realistic family, mind you. Like,
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
huh.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Unfortunate. I had a hamster. I had Cuddles the hamster. We had a pet cemetery.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Oh, that's fascinating. Each one has like what represents them. Barbara Finch has her star. Walter Finch has the looking out into the open, leaving the below. Edith Finch, or Edith Finch Sr. has her books. Sven, the saw. Calvin, going to the moon. And Molly, the bird. So these are the stories we've seen. Besides Edie's, we haven't seen
I'm
all
sure
of Edie's.
Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Huh. Fascinating.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
So that's what the red light is. To warn people about the old house. Fascinating.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Samuel Finch.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Samuel Finch, Gus Finch, and Gregory Finch.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay, Kumar, and Lewis Finch. Interesting.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Okay. I guess let's climb the ladder and get into the next story. I hope it's Sam's.
But looking back on it now, If she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
22 weeks pregnant? Oh, God. So she is pregnant, and she's kind of like right into her soon-to-be child. The flag. I'm guessing this is for Samuel? Because Samuel
I
was
never
a
met
soldier?
Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Yeah, this is Sam. My story!
They were both pretty intense.
Oh.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Hmm. Fascinating. Hmm.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Oh, there she
I
is.
will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
Oh,
Take
I
some
love
pictures,
Sam.
okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Now, where is... I guess it would be good to get
Right,
like a...
Dad, it's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
So you can see all the photos that were taken. Oh, wait, we can turn around. There we go.
Definitely should.
Oh, there he is.
Drunk all that coffee.
Hold still up.
Hey!
Not the keeper.
Perfect.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some
Calvin.
guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
No. Oh, the
Last
fish.
time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
This is just like chill.
Grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Okay.
Found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Oh, there's the gun. Poems and a
Give me a
gun.
minute to check the map.
I guess we're just taking a bunch of photos. Hmm.
Let's see.
I just don't know what's interesting. I mean, that's pretty interesting. No? Okay. Fair enough. Oh, there's a bird.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Oh, we found it. We did it.
Take the shot. Let me get a picture of it.
Okay, we're looking for like an elk or something.
Dad, I
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
Where is it? So the gun's pointed there. Huh.
I'm over here, Dad.
Okay, I had to take a photo of her, not our target. Okay.
Have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Dawn.
Good lord, that grandpa got a good shot. Got good timing.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh. Oh, this is weird.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Fuck me. God bless.
Of all
Rest in
these
peace,
stories,
Sam.
That's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Rest in peace, Sam. You're a good man. Interesting. So Dawn is Sam. So I think Dawn is our mother, is Edith's mother. Looking, yeah, because it's Grandpa Sam. So I think we are. Dawn is the daughter of Sam, and then we are the daughter of Dawn. Yeah, I think that's how this timeline's working out to be.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Probably to live like Calvin. I don't know why it said that right there. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, wait, we got something. We got a hit. I think it was supposed to say it here. Yeah, let's go through.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
So is Edie... I'm trying to remember. Is Edith... Interesting. I'm trying to remember what Edith's relationship to us is. Sam Finch.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Interesting.
It's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Huh.
Hello?
Yeah, we get more frog time. Oh, fuck.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
Let's get all those fucking ducks in here. Boom. Who needs a divorce when you got ducks?
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw.
Yeah. We be vibing though. Come on, let's get the whale in. Come on, give me the whale. Damn it, give me the whale. I need the whale.
It sure made it.
Yeah! Bo- Boom.
I know how silly it sounds.
Oh, hell yeah. We can make a fucking bubble bath now.
But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Yo.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
Wait, how is he gonna die?
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
He's gonna drown. Fuck.
There's so much I don't understand
Fuck.
about Gregory. About everything.
Oh my god. A child's imagination.
But I
The
know
world they can see.
it wasn't your fault.
The world they want to experience. All leading.
I'm sure he's happy.
Oh, fuck.
He'd want you to be happy too. Good
Greg.
luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Gregory drowned. Oh my god.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I read.
So this is Sam's other son. After the divorce of their mother. So Gregory and okay, we can't disrupt the wedding, unfortunately. Fascinating. Is there anything else we can go with? I'm trying to just see if there's anything else. Okay, so I wonder, Gregory and Dawn seem to have gone with Sam, where before the divorce, Kate got Gregory? Maybe because of the drowning incident, that's why Sam got the other kids. I don't know, I'm trying to think, like, why things are the way they are, and why... Oh wait, there's the words. I found them. They were hiding.
Photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh, power move right there.
The wind picked up.
There we go.
Geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Are we gonna get struck by lightning? So they're all going inside the tent. Oh, there are the words.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Okay, we can't hit it. Oh wait, there's the words. Oh, we're making a hurricane.
Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power.
And a
All my
tsunami.
father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Oh.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Oh. He died in the storm. Gus's death.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Interesting.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
God, requiring a rock wall to get to your bedroom. Oh, yeah. No, I knew it was a rock wall to get to my bed. India. Looks like she did outreach or
She
something.
spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh. Fascinating.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
So it looks like it was a lot of outreach stuff.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Ooh. Huh.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Little gardens
And
for
see kids in
everyone.
the house again.
Each of their little gardens.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
So Edith lived on the top.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
So were they
But it
homeschooled?
didn't last.
Huh. Scientific method. Fair. It looks like they were homeschooled.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Oh.
After
1992.
Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Interesting. So we have everyone except for Milton, Lewis, Dawn, and Edie, which are all four kind of like the main characters of the story. Like, Edie and Dawn are the two big ones. And then Milton and Lewis are our brothers, both of which passed away. So the four brothers. Then there was Kay, who was married to Sam, who gave birth to Gregory, Gus, and Dawn. Dawn with Sanjay gave birth to Lewis, Milton, and Edith. Then Edie and Sven gave birth to Molly, Barbara, Calvin, Sam, and Walter. And then Ingbird and Odin gave birth to Edie. So that's the family tree we're looking at. Oh, there's some paintings. Or
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
and then we're gonna add one more child to the Edith or to the Finch family. 22 weeks pregnant. How far is that?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh. Fascinating. What? A flip book inside of a flip book. Mind-blowing. Fantastic. So this was our brother. This was our brother Milton.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Milton.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
This is Milton's magic door.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Huh. I'm just... Okay. Can't get through there. It's genuinely sad, like, just all the death that's going on in this story. 'Cause, like...
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Lewis, our other brother.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Like, I've lost my grandpa and both my grandmas. Like, I still have one grandpa left, and, like, I haven't lost any, like, brothers, any, like, that family. No, we're, like, aunt and uncles, so it's, like, I don't know. This kind of just talking about death. Like, what do I do when my parents die, or, like, when my brother dies? When I die? A hookah. Huh.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Legalize!
I'm
India.
so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Interesting. I guess, yeah. Milton, Edith, and Lewis are all half Indian. He's a gamer!
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Oh! We're playing a game. Interesting.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Oh. A dragon
Things
skeleton.
that have not names.
A dragon.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Interesting.
But he found something more. I worried about him then.
Are we gonna lose our hand? I fear we're gonna lose our hand. Our hand is gonna get fucking cut off.
But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Because right now, like, I am doing two things at
Like a
once.
whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
We're gonna fucking lose our hand. No way about it.
I even encouraged him.
This is gonna end so
It seemed
poorly.
very promising at first.
I have to say, the different story elements
made a
this
new friend.
does. Like how the different story elements of this game like
On the
tell
edge of a
each
city
character's
he named
story
Lewis Topia.
is so fascinating. I really love it. They're like,
Built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and 1921. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Interesting.
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Fair.
He started drifting away from our reality.
This is just all reminding me.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Oh.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Interesting.
The queen was on her own quest for
I want to give it a happy story. I want to give it a happy story, because this is getting depressing. Because, like, he's still working in a salmon can, like, he's just cutting off salmon heads.
He followed the sound of her
Silver harp.
silver harp.
Interesting.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Huh.
Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
We're just getting engulfed in our...
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Oh my god.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
And he's finally done at the salmon factory. He's got a switch.
He began to forget the world we know.
Huh.
I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker.
Oh, so we're going to meet Louis again from a different perspective. Are we Dawn now?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
I think we're Dawn now. So the salmon factory closed down. Oh. That's where we need to go.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Fascinating.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Calico? Huh.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Interest.
There was only one thing left to do.
It's a guillotine. Where we have to decapitate ourselves. Also, oh my. Sorry. So,
Bend down his head.
I don't want to. I really don't want to. Oh my god. We're gonna kill ourselves. We're committing fucking suicide. Was this what he wanted? King Louis.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Oh my god.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
God, that hit close. Oh.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
And is this our room? Is this Edith's room? Or is this Dawn's? Well, Dawn moved upstairs.
But I understand why we left.
Oh my god. Like, sorry, Lewis's story actually hit me pretty hard. Like, that.
Mom ended up leaving everything behind.
That story, it just, yeah, really. I don't know why, but.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
I think it's just the story of, like, him being truly happy. Like, his and Gregory's,
But it had to end.
let's say, are two of the roughest for me.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Being truly happy and dying. Edith. What remains of Edith Finch? Put it in our journal. Writing our own story.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Edie and Dawn.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Fascinating. Sorry that I just keep on saying fascinating. It just truly is for me. It's just so...
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Just like Edith
When
never
the
did.
fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Samuel's elk.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
The old...
Or maybe I came back to them.
Just how Edith returned to her old house, Edie also returned to her old house on the night that Edith was born.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Dawn.
She got better for a while. And then she didn't.
Cancer?
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
She's giving birth.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
So that was what remains of Edith Finch. That actually hit really hard. I really like that. I think that game was fantastic. Like, just the way it told everyone's stories, and the way that all their stories were almost like different play styles and kind of just reflected their personalities. It was just very fascinating. I really enjoyed that, and some of those stories really hit me hard. I was not expecting to get this many fills. Sorry I didn't talk for certain portions of the game. It was just experiencing it. It was really fascinating. I really like this game. Oh. Yeah. The game was, I would say, beautiful. It was just, yeah. I don't know. It. Like, it's just, I don't even know if it's a sad story. It's just surreal. It's just a story that makes you think about death and family and like everyone's history. My family doesn't really like talk much about our history. We always kind of look forward. So kind of having this thought and like seeing these stories of like looking back at the past, looking at your history and kind of seeing everything like that, it really makes you think, and I think it's just really fascinating. I find it I don't know, it's just like even though you've seen basically the game, I still recommend buying it. Like, really support the creators, because this game was really good. I'd say yeah, this game really affected me, and I think it's something that hopefully I'm gonna remember for a while. It's gonna be a game that I think this game won like Games for Impact. I would say, yeah, the Edith Finch team. 5 years. The end. And it took a little over 2 hours. Welcome back, Godot. We beat What Remains of Edith Finch. We experienced the entire story. It was a really good story. Yeah, I would say you missed a lot. We just beat the game. Oh, it was a really good game. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Fucking Lewis's story, that one hit hard. Lewis's story hit hard. All the stories were good. Like, all the stories were just so fascinating. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just, yeah. Because now we're going to go for something that I genuinely loved, and I think was just a really good game, to something a lot less good. Because we're going to be taking a short break and coming back with Sword of the Black Stone. Yeah. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. We're going to be taking a very short break. I need to get myself composed again, because God bless, this game hit me hard. I'll try to get the VOD up as soon as possible so that you can experience the full thing. Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and we'll be back shortly.